Hey everybody, Jason from No Code VA. In this video I'm going to show you how you can use Zapier to report on Zapier. So one of the problems that you might come across when using Zapier is the scenario where you build a Zap, you test it, it's all working great, and you switch it on and you go about your business. A little bit later you want to go in there and edit that Zap, make a little change, and so you do so and you switch the Zap off. It'll switch off if you make a change. But you forget to switch that back on, or one of your team members goes in there and does something and forgets to switch the Zap back on. So then that's a problem, because you assume the Zap's working, and then you're going to get problems and automations are not going to run. And if that's business critical, or if it's a client, then that's a big problem. But there's a solution for it, and what you can do is use something called Zapier Manager. So what we're going to do is just create a Zap that's going to report when any Zaps are switched off, so we can get an email about that. So first things first, let's rename the Zap. So alert me when the Zaps are switched off. And then in here we're just going to search for Manager, Zapier Manager. We scroll down here. There it is. So we can choose this. And there's a variety of different options in the trigger events here, so there's some more that are interesting that you should look at. Task usage limit, errors, halted tasks and things like that. But we're interested in Zap turned off, so we're going to choose that one and we're going to continue. And then we just have to choose the account, so we're interested in this account, and we can specify a folder and we can specify a Zap. So this is useful specifically for folders. So you may have like a live production folder and a test folder. So if you're putting your Zaps in test and you're playing around with them and just trying to get them working, then maybe you don't want to be monitoring that, because they're going to be switched on and off all the time. So you could specify your live production folder where these are business critical Zaps that you need to know about. For this we're just going to skip that and we're going to leave it blank, and then you could again, if there's a particular Zap that you need to keep an eye on, then you could just specify it there. Again, we're going to leave that blank, so it's going to apply to everything in the profile. So if we just go next, then we're going to test this. So Zapier is going to go away and bring us back some dummy data on a Zap. So we have a Zap in here called My Awesome Zap, and we have some information about the Zap as well. So we're going to continue with that now. And then we're going to create an event. So the event just is some kind of alert. So it could be a Slack message, Teams message, email. For simplicity, we're going to choose email by Zapier, and we're just going to send ourselves an email. So the event, we only have one for this, which is all we need. Send outbound email. And we continue. So who we're going to send it to? Well, we're going to send it to me in this case. And the subject, so we can use the data we have from the Zap from step one, so we know the title of it. So we can just say something like warning, and we can get dramatic and put this in. And then we can say the Zap name has been switched off, and then just put something in here. So just some text in here to tell us what's going on, and then the rest we can leave blank. Maybe we have the from name as my Zap alerts, and then we can just continue and we can send this test email. So let's do that now, test and review. Okay, that's all good. Okay, the email has just come through, and we can see the warning in here, we can see the name of the Zap, and we can just see some information in here as well. So now we know that's been switched off and we can do something about it. So that's it. So we just turn on the Zap and then just save that. And if you're really paranoid, you could create a Zap that alerts you when this Zap has been switched off as well. So you've got all bases covered. yeah, very useful and something that I recommend that you set up once you start using Zapier for live projects. Okay, hope that's useful. Thanks for listening.